As I live and breathe.
As you live and as you breathe.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Tuesday's episode here on youtube.com/ImprovGaming. I'm always joined with the best ponytail in the business.
I'm currently fixing it.
It's looking spectacular. Some may say
Fabulous.
it's Mr. Nicholas Days.
How's it going tonight, ladies and gentlemen? I'm always joined by the host with the most, Mr. I'm Wondering himself, with the Kango cap in tow. It's Mr. Peter Anderson.
As I live and breathe. And to my right, your left, the architect of Destiny 2.
What is it all going to be around Destiny 2? Like, is that
Until he starts playing another game.
Is your motif going to be Destiny 2, like everything?
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if you know this, Nick. I'm on my verge of platinuming Destiny 2.
Are you?
No.
Are you?
Not
How many exotics do you have?
He did finally get a whatchamacallit yesterday.
He got a trophy?
He made sure to let me know that. His achievements.
I told him. Okay, so quick aside. I told him, I was like, yo, I'm telling you, I only have like one or two challenges left, and we did a couple, and he goes, come on, guy. What Joe always says, come on, guy. And I was like, I swear, I'm like, if we're not at fucking like 28 or 29, I'm gonna be pissed. He goes, I was like, well, we're done with challenges for the day. I'll get it tomorrow. Legit, first challenge. And I go, you motherfucking assholes.
You told me, it's like, oh, I did 10 this day. I did like 8.
Yeah, I was like, I knew it was.
How many exotics do you have?
How much, what?
How many exotics do you have?
I think we counted at 8 or 9.
You're at 9?
I don't know if you've
Yeah.
gotten any.
I'm at
since the last
12.
time I was at your house.
You're at 12. He has all 15.
I
But
have
Oh, you got 15?
18 right now.
You have 18?
but if you do the quest mode, you get the exotic
I'm not sure if those.
engrams.
Well, because you got to realize. Well, when you go in there, it doesn't tell you like Cold Heart's not in there, so that doesn't count.
Cold Heart doesn't even count?
It's not in your collection.
Really?
You gotta look in the collection.
Oh, I didn't realize
So you
that.
don't
So you
have
gotta-
that
I
much.
didn't see that.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, I guess.
No, I looked at my collection. I have 12.
Yeah, so that's what you
That's
have.
the number I based it off of. It wasn't the fact that I didn't count
Yeah.
individually when there's
Yeah,
already a
so-
system in
so
place to count
duplicating
for
them
me.
and all that, yeah, no, those don't count.
So duplicates don't count.
Duplicates don't
It's
count,
part of your
and-
collection, so you have to collect.
so you
Yeah,
gotta check
that makes
the armor
sense.
and check the
That
weapons.
makes sense. And engrams will pop higher than everything else. So like the higher your light level is, when you get an engram, it'll pop. So that's how you can get to 320 across the board.
Yeah, that's
is
the
that
only way I'm
you
going up right now.
you recycle your engrams into your gear.
Yeah, so
More Destiny talk off air because we had a whole bunch of conversation about Destiny 2, the story mode, and everything about Destiny 2 over on the live show, which you can check out here on the channel. It's also on Facebook and Twitch. We also talked about the, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which I don't think I'm actually going to get now.
Oh, look at his.
Things change.
I
Okay,
just-
whatever. Anyway,
And
on to today's topic,
and
which
we
the
talked
people
about
really
the
give a
Joker.
shit about.
Okay. So Nintendo Nintendo did their direct last week.
Yeah.
A couple big things came out of it. A couple of release dates. Just gonna say it to you guys, and see what you guys think. Let's start with
It was like
Nintendo.
37 different announcements.
And we're gonna go through the
Okay,
key
good.
stuff.
Okay, because like they were like,
talk
they're
about
like,
everything.
by the way, we have a red microphone for you to use this week. By the way, it also comes with the power cord. By the way, another announcement. We got you a glass to drink out of, and another announcement is some water for that glass. Like it was pretty kind of ridiculous. Like the Nintendo Direct was a little much.
So we'll start a little bit with the Nintendo 3DS.
3DS,
Couple of things.
things that Joe nor I really are concerned about. So
Minecraft is now on the Nintendo 3DS. So this is for people.
how much memory is on the Nintendo 3DS?
Not enough. The next one.
No, I'm just wondering how they were able to achieve Minecraft on the Nintendo 3DS because
It's like the pocket version of the phone, basically. It's not the
but-
all bells and whistles.
but my phone has more memory than Nintendo 3DS, so
Probably.
I understand how it works on the phone. I just don't get how they got it to function on the 3DS. Is there an internal memory system for the 3DS?
Yes,
Like 2 megabytes?
exactly. I think it's kilobytes, actually. Also, very surprisingly, very upset it's not coming to the Switch. Mario Party, the top 100. So I don't know if you heard about this, Nick.
No.
Joe, I don't know if you heard about this. All of the Mario parties, all of the fan favorite games, all the developers' favorite games, all 100 are in this little Mario Party. So you can play classic ones from Mario Party from the N64 all the way to Mario Kart 8, Mario Party 8, excuse me. So you have all these fun different ones. So the problem I have here, Nick, is what a great idea,
But it's not on the Switch.
but it's not on the Switch.
Of course it's not on the Switch.
Now, there are some reasons why, but it's really stupid fucking reasons. It's because of the WarioWare and certain mini games that cannot be accessed on the Switch. So my thought process on that,
I mean, can't be accessed on the Switch.
are saying because of the certain like features that the 3DS possesses, the Switch is not be able. It's bullshit, Nick. It's bullshit. Because
It's all about the.
what they could easily do, Nick, is take out the couple of games that require this little problem we'll call it, and just put in other games and fucking put it to the Switch. But I digress.
So there's things that only work on the 3DS because of the touchscreen capabilities of the 3DS,
Yes.
but the Switch has a touchscreen.
Yes.
So it's bullshit either way.
Yes.
They just wanted you to buy their other products.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
We have to still support the 3DS.
So we're going to talk about a couple big things also from the Switch version, because of course the Switch is what you and me currently have, and Joe has seen enough of the Switch to know. Because I want to get his thoughts on this. Elder Scrolls
Seen enough of the Switch, yeah.
Elder
Don't
Scrolls
even put that
5 Skyrim coming out November 17th.
Finally got a date.
Same day as Star Wars Battlefront 2.
So Elder Scrolls is the one that I'm getting.
Probably. Joe, you're a big Bethesda person. Are you? Do you think it's going to be Would you be inclined as a consumer to buy the Switch because of a 5-year-old game coming to it?
No.
Even though
I did play Skyrim.
Joe's
so-
not your average consumer though. Like me, I'm interested in playing Skyrim, but I probably wouldn't have gotten the Switch if it wasn't for Legend of Zelda. It wouldn't have been this Skyrim that would have sold me on the Switch.
Yeah, the Zelda's what's
Yeah, the Zelda is what sold me on the Switch. So I understand Joe's perspective as well. Like Skyrim's not going to sell me on the Switch.
Yeah, you gotta have something
You know.
big, some.
It's got to be a big marquee title that's only available on that console, right? Knack didn't do it for the PlayStation. It was Uncharted.
they also did something very interesting, Nick. For the 3DS, they had their marquee game, which I believe was Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, because they're getting 2 new Ultra Beasts, and they spent a couple of minutes on that. Cool. Showing love to the 3DS. Also, cool new 2DS, as in Pokeball. Well, 2DS coming, which is cool. You know, I'm upset because you know that it's out the way, so why keep doing it? But then, Nick, we'll go into Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It's got a trailer, got a story, got a lot of things, Nick. So much that it was about 12 minutes long of a 45-minute direct. 10 to 15 minutes long. Now,
They love the Xenoblade Chronicle shit.
but I understand it was a marquee game, Nick. I was like, cool, I could get excited for this. But I feel it's like, now we're going to show you how it...
They stand behind the Xenoblade Chronicles like it's the best thing in the world. But the problem is, right, your world has always been the handheld market, and people have been in love with the Xenoblade because it's the best game that they've been able to get their hands on in that market. You're in a different market now. You need to step your game up. All of us, the people that you've converted, that you've made believers out of, we don't give two shits about Xenoblade Chronicles. You know, they put so much emphasis on the Xenoblade Chronicles that it's starting to get irritating. Like every single direct that they've come out with in the past year has been Xenoblade Chronicles, Xenoblade Chronicles, Xenoblade Chronicles. I've never seen anybody put this much emphasis, and I've seen Call of Duty every year. Nintendo's got way too much emphasis on Xenoblade Chronicles. They need to figure something else out.
Well, it was also saying that it was going to be holiday 2017. And they're like, if they don't say a date, it's not coming out in 2017. But it is coming out December 1st, 2017. So very cool for people like that. Moving on, I'm going to just touch, like I said, Kirby was announced for 3DS. You have Fire Emblem, the new Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga coming. Like a lot of love to the 3DS. So, but like I said, focus now on Switch. I do want to get your boys' thoughts on probably the biggest announcement at the Direct, which was Mario's nipples. No. We'll get to that, don't worry. Mario's nipples is here. No. So news that Doom, the 2016 game from Bethesda, Doom and Wolfenstein 2, A New Colossus, both coming to the Switch. Doom coming this holiday season.
Yeah.
And Wolfenstein 2 coming 2018. Go, Nick.
Cool.
Not excited.
It's not exciting. No.
You don't think this is big for Nintendo? Doom, okay, it came out last year, but Wolfenstein, that's not impressive, you don't think?
I don't think either of them are impressive. They're both first-person shooters. There's nothing really impressive about porting that to... The more impressive one is Skyrim is getting ported to the Switch. There's a lot more going on in Skyrim than there is in Wolfenstein and there is in Doom, right? It's just a scroll shooter, basically, right? You control the track that your on-rail shooter is going on, but I don't think that they're technologically superior games that can be played on the Switch. I think the reason why Bethesda started with Skyrim is because we're testing out the boundaries of the Switch, and we're trying to see what it's capable of. And now that we've got it down, this other shit is chump shit. We can put this over without a problem. So I would have preferred to see like Dishonored on the Switch. I think that's a more relevant title than Doom. Doom was quick, in and out, had fun, that's all. There's nothing long-lasting about Doom, but Dishonored has a whole lore to it, has a universe to it. So I feel like Dishonored would have been a much better fit for the Switch than Doom or Wolfenstein. Although, there's plenty of people that played Nintendo, and they know what Wolfenstein is, and they know what Doom is, and they grew up with Nintendo. So I get what they're trying to do, but it's not going to work. Not for Nintendo, especially when your focus on 20 minutes is Xenoblade Chronicles. It's obnoxious. Like, you've got to move on. You've got to do something else. Do a separate direct for Switch from now on, because I can't sit through 40 minutes of 3DS to get 5 minutes of Switch information.
Your thoughts on what's up?
My thoughts on
Yeah. Especially Wolfenstein. I think Wolfenstein is the bigger picture here.
Yeah.
Because it's allowing them to be like, Bethesda especially, really giving support to that Switch. You can't say they're not. You have Doom coming out and you have Skyrim coming out, both for the Switch this year. And then 2018. What would have, I think, helped Nintendo dramatically is if Wolfenstein 2 came out the same day as everything else on the Switch.
Absolutely not.
You don't think that...
No. There are no idiots except for sports-related franchises that release all their content on the same day. You're just taking money from yourself. Mm-hmm. Give me any other company. Give me any Bethesda title that's released the same day as another Bethesda title.
No, I'm saying... You're not
you can't release them at the same time.
No, not the same game. I'm saying Wolfenstein 2 is coming out the 27th of October on PlayStation 4, Xbox, right? Mm-hmm. I'm saying the Switch come out that day, not with Doom. Is that what you're thinking? Like Doom and... No, don't do that. That's dumb. I'm saying for the Switch to come with that.
Yeah, this is a last minute. This is clearly last minute. If it was coming to the Switch, they would have announced it when they announced the title.
Yeah, I agree. But I said I think it would have been best. And I understand it was not. But I think it would have been best if they said it's coming out the same day.
There's no option.
I know. I'm just saying.
There's no option.
Yes, 28.
You go program a video game. Go ahead, Pete. While Joe and I talk, program a video game, and it needs to be done by the end of the show. I think it would be best if it was done by the end of the show.
Moving on, we have more information about Super Mario Odyssey, which is clearly my most anticipated game. Princess Peach getting her own magic talking hat as well. Are you excited, Nick? All the kingdoms are located on one planet.
Okay.
Which I think is pretty interesting. Your ship, the Odyssey, runs on power moons, which is collected through the worlds. Rumor is there's fucking like 500 of these fucking things. Like, it's massive. Let's see. Each destinator requires a different moon power count. So I'm thinking like the first world might be like 15, the next one might be like 45, stuff like that. Also, the very cool thing I have to say is, besides the outfit, you see like the Dr. Mario, the like survival Safari man, is the photo mode, which I think is pretty nifty.
What's the photo mode? You mean the same photo mode that we've always had in every other game?
Yeah, but
Is that what you're talking about?
You know what, Nick?
No. I'm wondering, what do they mean by photo mode? Because photo
photo-
mode can be very much Pokemon Snap, or it can be photo mode that we've gotten in.
No, in the game where you can basically
and you change all the settings and
change it. You can make it black and white. You can zoom in, zoom out, switch it so it could be a background on your phone, which I think is awesome. Like, I'm gonna do a cool Mario shot and then try, or call Nick because he's the try and make it like for my phone. I think that was a cool kind of feature because it was like cool. You could take a picture. Horizon Zero Dawn did the same thing, just as good. Right. And then it's like, oh, but you can turn it. You can do this. You can add this. I was like, good on you, Nintendo, for adding that little bit extra. Because some people really like the photo mode, Nick.
No, I like photo modes on a lot of like Uncharted. A Thief's End had some amazing photo mode stuff that you could really play around with. So I'm all for photo modes, especially since Nintendo, I feel like they did this, but they don't understand why it was a good idea to do it.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. They did it, and they're like, well, other games have it, but they don't understand why. They don't understand the mentality behind it, right? There's so many people out there that are playing with photographs and trying to become Insta-famous that it's kind of like this other side culture that's developed, and it's a very massive one because everybody has a camera in their pocket and they all play with these features. So much so that my phone now has a professional camera setting where I can use it the same way I would use a Canon D70 or EOS Rebel. Like I'd use it the same way. So Nintendo doing this is like, yeah, that's cool. But why did you do it? Do you know why? Are the people playing Mario really concerned about photorealism?
I just think it's a nice little...
No, it's a nice little thing. But again, are the people playing Mario really going to play around with photo mode on your Mario? Like, think about your demographic, right? Like, the people that are doing it for, like, Uncharted or Horizon Zero Dawn are like, this is a very realistic environment, and I can probably get some realistic photo shots.
See, I talked to a guy today at work, and I was telling him about the YouTube channel. And I was, yeah, that sounds awesome. I said, you know what the best thing about Nick and me is? I said, I'm crazy. I'm excited for everything. Every little thing is great. And then Nick's the one to say, hold on, people.
Let me explain exactly why.
Let me say why you should be cautious, or this is why you should be this. All right, so...
No. Here's the reason, the overarching, right now that you said that, the overarching theme that I'm going with here is Nintendo seems to have put a great product out there, but not understand why it's great. Not understand how to utilize it. And that's the problem that they're facing right now, right? You gave me Doom and Wolfenstein, but you didn't give me any new project from Bethesda coming to the Switch, right? You're giving me Xenoblade Chronicles. None of us that have come over to your side and been like, okay, well, you won us over, care about Xenoblade Chronicles. You know what we care about? The games we were playing on the old consoles. That's what we care about. Those are the things that we're playing. So show us something. Show us something other than the same thing you've been doing, because you've got new talent or you've got new judges to impress.
Thoughts?
Well, what would it take to get, obviously Zelda came out. What else would you want to see?
Again, like I want a new third party, right? Completely new IP designed for the Switch, right? It's got to be something that's either a timed exclusive or an exclusive, but it can't be the same shit that they've been dealing with, that they've been doing, right? Xenoblade Chronicles 2, quote unquote, because it's like the 45th one, is a Nintendo. I associate Xenoblade Chronicles with Nintendo because that's where they garnered the most following, but. Giving me like Bethesda's old games. No, give me a new game by Bethesda. That shows.
See, I'm not that's happening right this second. Like Fallout 5 coming to that. You don't want Fallout 4. You want the next one.
Either a Fallout 5, right, or something that Bethesda's working on multi-platform. That's fine as well. But I would prefer, and Wolfenstein is kind of in that league, right? I'm getting it later, and the disc is going to cost more.
Cartridge.
Whatever. It's gonna cost more, but okay, that's a step in the right direction. But I've got nothing else that's out there, right? What, I'm getting Steep, maybe, or some shit like that. I believe, I don't remember. But
all right, let's go because we're running down on time. So the game releases October 27th. It comes with a special hardware bundle with themed Joy-Cons and a carrying case. It's about another $80, but both red Joy-Cons, very cool.
I was expecting a little more from their themed Joy-Cons.
What were you expecting? Like,
I was expecting like a Mario logo on it or something like that. You know what I mean? Like
fair enough.
Because you can buy red Joy-Cons.
yeah,
I
well,
believe,
yeah,
anyway.
I think you can. So I was like, this is a little BS. Like
like-
it comes with red Joy-Cons, right? Like a light red Joy-Con. So what are you really giving me? I was expecting like something like a star, Mario, something that's themed, something that's actually
Make it
themed.
a set
Make
apart.
it,
Well,
yeah.
okay. Arms gets a new stage and a new character, Lola Pop. Also, you're also able to add button mapping now for Arms. You also get a couple of stages in Splatoon 2. Going off on that. Snipper Clips Plus, the enhanced version, which I'm a very big fan of. It was a popular launch title for the Switch. Over 30 new stages. It's coming November 10th. Current owners of the original game, me, will be able to get this expansion with DLC. And I think the expansion is $10, and I think the enhanced version is $30.
Okay.
I believe on the eShop.
So it's like 20 plus 10, which is pretty much the same thing. Okay.
Just a couple last things. The arcade classic like Mario Brothers will be coming to Nintendo Switch, complete with multiplayer. Games like Super Mario Brothers versus Balloon Fight versus the original arcade Punch-Out is also coming. Basically, like retro and trying to... Oh, this is the first time it's ever on a console. Cool story, bro. New amiibos for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild are coming November 10th.
All the champions.
They are unlocked costumes based on the Divine Beast associated with each. Costumes look dope as fuck.
They look nice.
They look very nice. November 10th is what I think they're trying to push for the DLC, but they couldn't say because it's probably not ready yet.
Yeah.
So I would not be surprised in October they say, oh, remember that expansion pack? It's coming out November 10th. But, Nick, I'm going to say to you, and I'll say to you, Joe, I would not mind if that got pushed to beginning of 2018.
Why?
Because there's a lot of games I'm playing, Nick. I don't have time to jump into Zelda.
Nintendo doesn't have time for you.
You know what they have time for is me losing my shit in Odyssey. I cannot wait, Nick. Finally.
I'm gonna be so happy when Pete's so angry about Odyssey. Pete never gets. Here's the thing: Pete never gets angry about a game ever. Like, he's like I wasn't happy.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, there's no. I'm furious. There's.
Yeah,
I just wasn't happy. I get angry about video games.
Yes, you do. Finally, from the developers of Bravely Default comes Project Octopath Traveler. Yes, this is how we're going to end it, Nick. This game takes heavily inspiration from classic JRPGs and is releasing exclusively for the Switch in 2018. And you're able to download the demo from Nintendo Switch. Now, you're able to play as two characters, Nick. A dancer and a knight.
Okay.
This game is a little bit more X-rated than you would think, Nick. The knight just, kill people. Cool. The dancer, to get some people on her side or fight for her, she basically has to do things, Nick, which I'm not going to get into detail on this podcast, but it's more of an M-rated kind of game, and I think that's kind of cool that it's Nintendo's kind of looking into that. They're not broadcasting that being like, hey, this girl is basically saying, I'll sleep with you, quote unquote, for if you help me in battle. But it's cool because, like I said, the dancer goes up and says, oh, your stats, okay, your health is 330. Okay, your attack's all right. Oh, but your attack is fantastic. Let me talk to you, And it's very cool how they do it when the knight's like, I'm just going to bolt those two people. So, of course, you can play as those two characters, 8 characters in total, all different stories. Very excited about this game. Not excited about the name, Octopath Traveler. Kind of throws me for a loop, but... So that's basically all the important news that came from the Nintendo's Direct last week. Very excited, still showing some love. I hope there's... Next month they have a little bit more concrete stuff where Doom's coming out December 8th. Okay, second expansion for Zelda saying this day, this, and this. I think it was a very focused Nintendo 3DS show with a lot of dates. So I think the Switch is ready to take centerfold in October. I see it maybe a couple of days before Nintendo releases Mario Odyssey, where they're like, hey, this is everything going on. And remember, Odyssey is coming. Boy, is it going to fucking blow your minds. Because they keep saying, we're not going to show you everything. But it feels like every time they show it, it's new stages. And I'm ready, Nick. I'm ready to get lost in this world.
If they don't show you one thing, they haven't shown you anything. Everything, I should say.
Thank you, Nick.
No problem. I'm just saying.
If you didn't know, we're Improv Gaming. We come to you live every Tuesday and Thursday here.
It's not live every Tuesday and Thursday.
Close enough.
It's live for us, motherfucker. We come to you every Tuesday, Thursday with 15 to 20-minute little segments of gaming news or reactions or whatever have you. We also have a Sunday live show every Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, over on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, all that fun jazz, where we go over the top news stories of the week. talk with the show, new releases, or sometimes we just chat about
Nonsensical nonsense. Or Destiny.
Which has been really everything for the last couple of weeks. If you couldn't tell, we are into Destiny. I don't know if you know this. I'm going to platinum.
Destiny.
Yeah, right. Of course, I'm joined with Nick, the best ponytail in the business, the architect of Destiny 2.
I don't
Mr. J.
understand
Rush.
that at all.
I built it, yeah.
You built.
From the ground up, I built it.
And I'm your host for this episode with the Kangaroo Cap in tow. So yeah, subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share it with your friends, and have a fantastic day. And as always, game on.
Drug out way too fucking long.